Hi, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Thanks for spending some time with us. I'm joined right now by acclaimed film director John Lasseter, co-founder of Pixar Animation Studios, a little company that's doing okay, executive producer of the films Monsters, Inc., Finding Nemo, and The Incredibles. Thanks for being here again, John.
Ben, I'm so happy to be here. This is great.
John's joining me tonight for more of our month-long salute to the legendary Japanese animator Hayao Miyazaki, the Academy Award-winning director of Spirited Away and the recent film Howl's Moving Castle. Well, everybody has to start somewhere, and up next we have the first feature-length film Miyazaki directed for his own studio, Nausicaä of the Valley of the Wind. John, tell me about this movie. This was the first one that he directed for his own studio. He'd done a full-length feature before.
Right, for a different studio. That was called Lupin III, Castle Cagliostro. But this was one that he made for his own studio. And this is a remarkable motion picture because it's so original, yet it's full of these amazing characters in it. I think it started, you started seeing with this film what he cares about with the characters and the strong female characters, what you see again and again in his films.
Almost in every movie, yeah.
Right, and caring for nature.
How did a guy who's now 65 years old, how did a 65-year-old man, so many young, strong female characters? Do we have any idea how that came about?
I don't know, but
yeah. It works for him.
It works for him.
Yeah.
But he cares about these characters, and every film he makes is there for a reason, you know. And in this film, it's this nature and the action in this film, though, is unbelievable.
And it's influenced some American filmmakers,
right,
too.
Yeah. You know, there's a Disney film, The Rescuers Down Under, and this film was so influenced by Miyazaki's work, and that beautiful sequence in the beginning with the big flying eagle. You know, it's Nausicaä had come out just before that, and these guys just were so like, oh, Miyazaki-san, you know,
well,
and it was amazing.
Interesting that this film would have so much influence. This was the first Miyazaki film to get an international release.
That's right, it was.
But it did not go well as far as he was concerned.
No, this film, when it was released internationally, was cut up, was butchered, basically. And the one thing I've learned about Miyazaki's films, as all good filmmakers, everything is there for a reason.
Right.
He creates these stories himself.
You can't go cutting it up.
You can't go cutting it up. I mean, he was very heartbroken, and it was like difficult for him. And so, you know, when, you know, flash forward to a number of years when his precious film Spirited Away, you know, he asked me to help with the release of it, and I just remembered this experience that he had with Nausicaä, and I said, this is not going to happen again. I want to protect this film. My main focus was I wanted to bring this film and this filmmaker to the United States, to American English-speaking audiences, because I love his film so much. And, you know, thank you to you guys. We're doing this whole series to show people these amazing films, because once you see one of them, you get hooked.
Right.
You got to see them all. And this film is so interesting and so beautiful and so different than anything you've ever seen. It's very exciting.
Well, let's see it. Here's the film, featuring the voices of Patrick Stewart, Uma Thurman, and Alison Lohman from 1984, Nausicaä of the Valley of the Wind.